Hi and welcome to Adina Talks Money. In today's audio piece, I'm going to be talking about digital products and positive thoughts, and how digital products and positive thoughts and believing that you deserve success will get you everywhere. Before we get into this piece, I want to talk about myself real quick and give you a bit of an intro to me if you are new to my channel and you don't know who I am. I actually had another channel before that got wiped off the face of the internet, and I am a digital entrepreneur, but I'm a content writer first. That is where I've really made majority of my money. Earlier on in my business journey was freelance content writing for clients, and then writing content for my own blogs, online publications, and going on to build a digital product business and various other businesses such as Article Flow Club, which is a article creation business for brands, and another company, Creator Vibes Club, which was a creative community. Right now building 10k creators. But I've made a significant amount of income from digital products, and it's been one of the most powerful things I've done in my career is to build digital product business and continuing on to build further scale my digital product business and providing digital product creation services for individuals and businesses. And I thought about doing this piece because every time I speak to people about digital products, when people say they've tried and it didn't work, the first question I ask that person is, aside from what digital product did you create, were you hitting a pain point and providing a solution to that pain point? Aside from that question, I ask them, what's your mindset going into building your digital product business? How do you feel about building a digital product business? And do you believe that you deserve the success that comes along with creating a digital product business that people actually want to patronize, as in creating digital products that people actually want to buy? Do you believe that you deserve the success? Do you believe that you can achieve the success? Because often people go into businesses and they go in with this kind of negative mindset. They go in with this feeling that, oh gosh, is this really going to work? They go in with this feeling like, oh, little old me, do I deserve this? And they kind of put the goal of achieving like $500,000 in a year or $2 million in a year, they put that goal on a pedestal so high that, and when I say high, I'm not talking about you shouldn't set high goals. I'm talking about they pull it on a pedestal to a point where they feel like it's unattainable, that this goal is bigger than me. And when you believe that you are the little human that stands before this huge mammoth goal, and that you don't deserve it because you're just a mere human, often you go into it with so much self-doubt and so much fear that it cripples you. And that people can sense that when you're creating content, people can sense the fear and the disbelief in what you're actually trying to sell. And think about it like this: when you look at salespeople, the people that make the most money in sales are the people that believe deep down in their very core that they deserve all the money that's coming to them, all the money that they're going to get from these sales, and they also believe that it's already theirs, and all it takes is for them to bridge the gap by actually taking the inspired action, which is going and knocking on doors or making phone calls or creating the content or reaching out to people on the DM, whatever it is. It's already theirs. They believe it's already theirs. It's just only a matter of time until it comes into the 3D reality. Okay. I've advised so many people to build digital product businesses over the years. Most recently, I've been really talking to people that I come into contact with and saying to them, why don't you create a digital product business? These are people that have jobs and they're complaining about their salary not being enough. They're complaining about not having enough at the end of the month, complaining about living paycheck to paycheck. But yet they've got so much skill and so much talent, but they're not actually utilising that talent by creating products that people can purchase and that people can learn from them. You know, I know someone, for example, who works in a high-end store, one of the top luxury brands in the world, and very stylish, very connected to personal style and understanding how to put together outfits and all of that. But this person, I was saying, why don't you create a digital product? It doesn't have to be an ebook, but it can be like a video book. You know, this is something that a lot of people don't really they don't really think about. They just think, okay, well, I can't write, and so therefore I'm not going to bother. But you can create something like a video guide, and that could be like, it looks like an ebook, but you open it and you click on links and they become videos. Yes, it sounds like it's a course, but in a way you can package it differently by calling it a video book. As you know, it's a V-book. Most people don't actually use that terminology. So, you know, be creative. I want to talk about the affirmation that I say before I actually publish any digital product. I send a positive affirmation out into the world, into the atmosphere. And I say, thank you for the high volume sales of this wonderful digital product that I produced. I am so grateful. Gratitude is key, and also believing that the product is already sold copious amounts of times is key. You're whispering that out into the atmosphere, into the universe, out into, you're whispering it to divine source. And remember that you are also divine source. I think a lot of people kind of look outside themselves for that magic, that connection to a higher power, but most people don't really realize that is within you. It's within yourself as well. You have it within you to live an absolutely extraordinary life. I want to talk about the beauty of a digital product business, and this is where you want to look at it from a positive standpoint. I see a lot of negative talk about digital products on X. I've recently started to publish on X. I haven't published on there in years. I deleted my account and started a new one, and I've noticed that on X there's so much negativity surrounding digital products. There's so many people saying, oh, this person's a fake, they're selling courses, this person can't really be real, they're not really a millionaire because they're selling courses, and they haven't achieved anything because they're selling courses. And I just think that's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. If that was the case, why is Tony Robbins still selling courses? Tony Robbins is one of the biggest motivational speakers in the world, if not the biggest inspirational speaker in the world. Dr. Joe Dispenza, is one of the biggest manifestation guru type people, and he sells courses, he sells e-guides, he sells massive events where they're like live classes. Don't be scared of all of that negativity, but I want to just say this. Setting up a digital product business, it can require no money at all. If you don't have the funds to set up a digital product business by buying a domain, hiring a web developer, all of these stuff, you can still do it for cheap or for free. So low startup cost, no physical inventory, which means that you have unlimited capacity to sell these products. You can sell 20 million of these products. You can sell 100 million of these products because they're digital. It doesn't require you to hold inventory in some kind of warehouse. You don't have to purchase products and sell them. You can just create and sell. You can be sitting here right now and listening to this, and you can say, do you know what? I'm going to create a digital product tonight. And you can sit there for 3 hours, get your digital products created, cover created on Canva, outline of the digital product created using Perplexity AI or Google Gemini or ChatGPT, or even now Canva has its own inbuilt AI. I'm not saying you should write full-on whole ebooks using AI. I don't recommend it. But you want to find a way to understand how to prompt the AI to create outlines that you can just fill in the gaps and change certain phrases and teach the AI to write like you, so that you can actually go in and edit it. Use the AI to create first drafts. Anyway, start making money from day one. And the thing is, people think that it's not possible to start making money from day one, and it absolutely is. Yes, people think about, when you think about digital products, you think you're going to need 100,000 followers on social media. That's the only way you can sell your digital products. Well, it does help if you have an audience already, but if you write a really, really, really high quality piece of content on Medium, for example, and you don't put it through the Medium partner program, and it's just, a free article to read that can rank on Google, you can make money quite quickly. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, because it probably won't, but you never know. You could tweet that article, it could go viral, and you could have an influx of sales overnight. You just never know what can happen. And the beauty of digital products is that you can put something out there and go to sleep and wake up with 1,000 sales, and you could wake up $10,000 richer tomorrow. Literally, you could put a digital product out there that is $10, and you could be $10,000 richer the next day because 1,000 people have purchased it overnight. And it's entirely possible, because you could just put one video out, one article out, one audio piece out, one tweet out that could go viral, and you could just receive a massive influx of sales overnight. So you really just don't know. Okay. And another thing is, you can create as many digital products as you like, put as many digital products out there as you want, and really scale fast. And this is the thing, you can scale extremely quickly. And if you want to get to a point where you're just not doing anything yourself, you can just hire out freelancers to do everything for you, a post, to promote it, to create articles, to create content. You can hire someone to be your, the face of your business. You don't even need to be a personal brand. I mean, there's this misconception that you need to build this personal brand. You don't have to. You can pay someone to do it if you have the money. And even if you don't have loads of money, you can create a faceless business, and then as time goes on, start paying people to create content on your behalf and to really build your digital business. And now you can even clone yourself using AI, which is mind-blowing. If you believe that what you're saying from the pit of your soul and your heart, if you believe that it works, it works. I believe that this saying that I say, thank you for the high volume of sales of this wonderful digital product that I produce, I'm so grateful. If I believe that it works, it works. Don't let anyone make you feel that you're wasting your time, or that it's not possible to build a successful digital product business. You can do anything that you put your mind to, so believe it. I made $33,000 in 3 months on one of my Payhip stores. I didn't pay a dime to create my Payhip store. I did everything completely free until I decided to add a personal domain to one of my Payhip stores. But my first Payhip stores, and even the one today that I sell the most digital products from, is still a Payhip domain. I took inspired action. I believed. I sent positive energy into the world, or into the atmosphere, and I stayed consistent with content creation. And $33,000 in 3 months. I spent time creating the digital products, but the sales were effortless. So once I put my mind to it, and I believed with my heart and soul that these are the results, they were the results. And the thing is, I didn't even say how much money I wanted to make. I just said that my sales are going to be limitless. I didn't even say going to. I said my sales are limitless. My digital product sales are limitless. And so it meant that it didn't even have to be 50,000 or 100,000. It could have been 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. You can't put a cap on how much you can earn from digital products. It's unlimited. So when you hear people saying it's not possible, it's impossible to make millions of dollars from digital products, it's a lie. It's a really big lie, especially if you hit certain pain points and you find solutions to problems. Trust me, you can make a super killing. You can even create digital products in different niches, faceless, completely faceless, and just create a ton of digital products in specific niches. So you can do, for example, you can think about natural healthcare, natural skincare, for example. You can create a bunch of digital products surrounding that natural skincare. Natural skincare for teenage girls. for example, natural skincare for women over the age of 40, natural skincare for women over the age of 50, like natural skincare for babies, because a lot of people, when they have babies, they get like worried about like going and buying all these like products that could harm the baby's skin and, you know, affect the baby's health and all of that. You know, but you can create natural skin products for your child, skin and hair care products for your child, but you might not know how to do it. You might not. Some people don't even want to watch YouTube videos, surprisingly. You know, some people prefer to see things in written form in one place rather than being on all different parts of the internet. And even if you do make videos and people get to click and watch them, they want to see everything solidified into one place. That's the reason why people buy digital products. They buy digital products because it's convenient. Click, buy, everything is in one place. They don't have to keep searching YouTube and every other platform searching for answers. Everything is in one place. It's in either a book form or in a video form or in like a kind of, you know, course type form. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I just wanted to say that if you want a digital product business and you really just don't want to do it yourself and you don't want to go down the route of buying products that are already made, and what I mean by that is products that other people are selling as well, master resale rights products that like millions of other people are selling. You want your own unique digital products that you can sell yourself, then, and have marketed by us, then you can check out the link in the description for Payhip Done for you, and also Gumroad Done for you, links in the description, and any other links as well. You can go check those out and see you soon.